Oftentimes you have to plan. Even if it's not study abroad we're talking about, you want to buy land, you want to build house, you want to send your children to school, you want to eat, you want to pay your rent, you have to plan, you have to save. Bring out 1 hour of your time. 1 hour of your time. So you get home, you freshen up from 11 to 12 midnight. From 12 to 1, do your study abroad journey process. Hello. How are you doing? So what's popping up at your end? Study abroad updates. Yes. There are so many things happening now, and so many people are agitated or worried, but you shouldn't be, right? You shouldn't be, because there are options for people that they know what they're doing. There are options. That's why we offered to give advice, especially for people who were feeling stuck and could not travel. We gave them options, right? For UK, people can travel. It's just that they worry about quarantine costs and stuff like that. So those people, I would say you can actually start online while you wait for what is happening to calm down, and that's still valid, right? If you are going to Canada, you can travel. There are ways for you to travel. You can travel, and you can also start online. So it all depends on you. So there are no limitations for people who already have their visa. But the people that I don't understand their worry are people who are about to start. Maybe the person does not realize that study abroad process takes about 6 to 12 months to process. So if a lot of people for Canada who are doing the application now, they are applying for September 2022, and this person is telling me that they are feeling restricted by a restriction that officially ends January 31st, except things except things worsen and they decide to extend it. The current restriction is till January 31st. Are you aware? So somebody that have not even done the application, they were telling me they were restricted, and I'm like, what do you mean you are restricted? The travel restriction will probably just affect a little bit somebody who wants to travel, especially people that maybe they've booked their flights and stuff, like, because even if you need to travel, there are other things you need to do for you to be able to travel now. So it may affect their flights, their money, and everything. But for you that you're about to start, that you're feeling restricted by the story, what is your own problem? Or I talk your problem, let's clarify it for you. What is your own problem? Because even before your admission come out, right? That is way long ago, and before you do your visa application, before your visa come out, we're not talking of now, there's a process. So you have to understand it. You're not, and the restriction is not preventing you from doing school application. The restriction is not preventing you from doing visa application. So you don't have any restriction. It's all in your mind. The same restriction that made you to procrastinate from 2020 to 2021 is currently making you feel good to procrastinate from 2021 to 2022. What is even the guarantee that in 2022 you are going to take action? What is the guarantee? What have you done about your situation? What have you done about your situation? Is it just, do you think there's anybody in the surface of this world that they want to do things and they have everything they need to do what they want to do? Do you see the point? Is there anybody in the surface of this world that they want to do things and they have money to do everything they want to do? Oftentimes you have to plan. Even if it's not study abroad we're talking about, you want to buy land, you want to build house, you want to send your children to school, you want to eat, you want to pay your rent, you have to plan, you have to save. So the culture of savings did not start with study abroad. But I want to know, you that you are complaining, what have you done? Show me your piggy bank. Wait, accept this request. Come here, let me see. Show me your piggy bank. Let's see what you have done. All right. Somebody said, for those studying online, does it give advantage for you to get your visa? It's not as if it gives you any special advantage. However, I know that if you have already started studying, they are not likely to tell you. The rule is that you must apply for your visa before you start. But think of it, don't think of like what was said on the website, but think about it. It is unlikely that you have paid school fees after they say pay the fees, submit your visa, and start studying. It is unlikely that you have paid school fees for one semester, for example, and you're studying, and suddenly they'll say you can't travel again. Do you know why that is unlikely? Because you are dealing with a country that works. That's not how the country works. People who are going to think like that are people who don't understand how high income countries work. If a country like Canada do like that, for instance, they're not going to do it because they will fear that some people are going to sue them. Some people are going to say they were misled. They're not going to do it. This is my own opinion. Hello, I'm not telling you about Canada Embassy opinion. I'm telling you this is Dr. Linda EMS opinion. And I'm giving you that opinion for free. If you need a special advice, you can pay an immigration lawyer and get it, right? Even though you're going to get the same thing, but at least you paid for it. Because that's the one people value a lot. They don't value free information. So that's not how high-income countries work. Canada, for example. So I would doubt, and if I'm placing a bet, I will bet that you starting your study online will give you extra benefits when it comes to visa approval, as opposed to no benefits. I will bet on it. Do you get? Because that's not how high-income countries work. That they will say, apply for your visa, start studying online. Then later on, they will say, no, you can't travel again forever. No. I will disagree. So I don't think, okay, Esther could not join my life, and she said, no, I do not have. Okay, good. So Esther, the next time you want to tell me about money, get a piggy bank and start saving. Some people think that's very traditional, but it works. I use piggy bank. Why will I use piggy bank? Because I don't have so much money by the time I wanted to travel. I work with clients now, they will tell me, if this school is $20,000, I can afford it. And I'm like, I always used to tease them. I'm like, oh, girl, you're balling, Why? Yeah, right now, I can afford that. But as of when I was traveling, I could not afford it. So I had to go the hard route. I had to get a piggy bank. I was saving. And this is true. This is true. Not even like, because at a point I got a piggy bank. I save. I used it to do school application, which means I had to break the piggy bank, right? Then I got another piggy bank and started saving for my visa application. This is true. I'm telling you. This is true. This is how I did it. I was working. I was earning 80,000 naira. There was no way to even pay for my flight. I borrowed money from my sister to complete my flight ticket. Plus, not just that, yeah. And how much was my flight then? It was like 350. And so, but that's not how much in reality it was. Let me tell you how it happened. My flight in total was around 500 or something. And then my husband came back from Abuja one day, thanks to him. He came back from Abuja one day and he was like, babe, as I was in Abuja, I saw one place where they were talking about cheap flights. This is a true life story. I'm telling you, I'm not making it up. He was like, I saw a place where they were talking about cheap flights. So he entered. He's that curious. He entered and asked them, so if you are going from Lagos to Canada to Ontario, how much? And so before we've been getting flight for 500 and something. So those people, they were able to give him flight for 350,000 naira. He called me because that's like a 200K drop. He called me and he was like, I saw this flight. It's 350,000 naira. Finally, so they held the flight for us. But guess what? Do you want to hear what I want to say? Do you want to hear what I want to say? Guess what? Even the 350,000 naira, I did not have it. Oh my God, this is like a Saturday gist, right? Even the 350,000 naira, I did not have it. We did not have it though. At that point. So I had to start. I was like, okay, God, what are we going to do? I started calling people. Hey, please, I'm going to. And I had scholarship. But the point is that particular scholarship, I have to come to Canada before I can access it. You see the point? I have to come to Canada before I can access my scholarship. So even like, do you know this is ridiculous? Somebody will get full scholarship, but they don't have money to travel to even claim the scholarship. You don't even have money to travel to even claim the scholarship. Can you believe it? So I have to start. I'll call this person. Jesus, my sister had more money that she was keeping for something. I told her, I think that money was around 50,000 naira then. You know, this is a couple of years ago. I told her, please, sister, give me this money. I'm going to give it back to you when I get to Canada. This is how I collected from, you know, one or two persons, from my husband, the one that I was saving to, and everything. I added it, and I used it to buy the tickets. Why am I telling you this story? When you see some people today, e.g., when you see me now, you will think that things are always rosy for me. It has not always been like that. But if I was counting on my troubles, I won't be where I am today. Do you see the point? If I was counting on my troubles, I won't be where I am today. The only reason I am where I am today is because I was able to take action, irrespective of my obstacles. And when there were obstacles, I found a way to solve them. So quit that attitude of, I don't get money, I don't do this, I don't get time. You not get, what you get. Use that thing where you get. You may not have money, but you have time. Do you know that you can tell somebody, you can see somebody else who doesn't have time, and you can say, how about I do school application for you and for myself? And you will pay the application fee for yourself and for myself. Do you get what I mean? Like, you offer to do the application and the person will pay the fees. The person may say yes. Do you get? The person may say yes. I've seen people who took my training and they were able to use that knowledge to help other people. They got paid. They used the money they got paid to do their own application. They used the money they got paid to buy their tickets. You have to think outside the box. Some people say even their ego is bigger than their bank account. They don't have money, but that uncle or that auntie or their mom or father, they'll be like, if I go ask my papa now, that one say, if you go come the talk, say, I don't graduate, why I don't get money? Ego. Swallow your ego. Go and ask the person. Do you know there was one particular time I was looking for money. That was that ticket time, right? I can't remember how much credit I bought, about 2,000 naira credit. I put it on my phone. I started calling all my classmates. Funny enough, after I did that round of calls, I think somebody agreed, like 2 people agreed to give me, I think, 10,000 naira each or so. Right? So I got about 20,000 naira from the call. Well, I was looking for 350, but at least that was something. That was me doing something, irrespective of my situation. And this is borrow. It's not dash. I was not even asking people to dash me money. I was asking them to borrow. Where I was working, I had to start thinking, okay, how else can I make money? How else can I have a side income? Imagine I sat somewhere saying, oh, I don't have money, I cannot make it. Let me wait. When I work for 10 years, the school fees, the scholarship that University of Waterloo gave me for the first year, as a dentist in Nigeria, I will work for 10 years without removing rent or food money from my salary, and I will still not save it. Let me repeat so that you hear it. The scholarship that University of Waterloo gave me per year, I will work as a dentist. As a dentist, I will work for 10 years without removing food money. Like, I'm working, I don't spend transport from the money, I don't pay my bills from the money. I'll just be saving the salary. 10 years, and I will still not be able to save the money for 1 year. You see, scholarship is a high leverage. You can leverage, you can use scholarship to get out of poverty. So you may have your excuse is valid though. Hey, I'm not saying it's not valid. is valid. The same way that time that I didn't have money, my excuse was valid. But imagine that I did not do everything within my power. I will not have the scholarship, first of all. You already, if you know my story, you already know that I even paid agents. Yes, 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 Dr. Lina paid agents. Okay. If you know my story, you also know the rest of it. If you don't know my story, attend the webinar, you hear my story. Okay. So imagine if I was thinking of my troubles, if I was thinking of the things around me, I will not start. In fact, even after I've started, I will not travel. So I don't know who needs to hear this thing today. All the people shout money, 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 money. Tanya, I'm going to block you from my live session if you type that again. Tanya, be warned. So all the people shouting, you don't have time. Somebody will tell you, I work in the bank, I don't have time. Sister, I'm not going to ask you to quit your job, but do you sleep in your house? That's the first question. You will say yes. When do you get home? You will say 12 o'clock. I doubt it. I doubt it, oh. You see my eye, only one eye is open. By the way. Okay, let me not see what I say. Something came to my mind about. So I doubt it. So okay, you work in the bank. Okay, let's ask people here. Let's ask people here. Let's ask people here. For people that work in the bank, when do they get home? What's the latest you've heard? So I will show you how to overcome despite you not having time. Let's talk a little bit about time, because time is something else that holds people back. Let's say you don't have time, you work in the bank. What time of the day do people that work in the bank, very busy people that work in the bank, no, somebody says 7. No, a lot of time bankers have not closed by 7. Let's be realistic here. Think of a banker in Lagos. When do you think the banker will get home? A busy banker in Lagos. Tell us now, if you're a banker and you're watching me, help us. Help us now. A busy banker in Lagos, when are they likely to get home on the average? Tell me. Somebody say, how much is your free webinar fee? What do you mean by how much is your free webinar fee? Attend the webinar, you are going to see everything you need to see. If you have questions after you have attended the webinar, you chat us inbox. Okay? So somebody said 10, another person said 11, another person said 8, but I will go for 11 o'clock. I have not really seen anybody that tell me that they get home around 12. Every day, get home around 12. But 11 is a very good time. So let's say you get home 11, okay? You freshen up, you eat something, you're already very tired. You are already very tired at this time. Already very tired. What I'm asking you to do is bring out 1 hour of your time. 1 hour of your time. So you get home, you freshen up from 11 to 12 midnight. From 12 to 1, do your study abroad journey process and sleep. Don't do too much. Don't go and stay night. Don't stay awake all throughout the night. Do it 1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour. Okay? If you used to drive home, you won't have time. If you drive home, I know somebody told me that, funny enough, she's in UK and she's coming to Canada. She said she usually do her training on her way home. I don't know if that will work for a Nigerian person, for example, depending on the kind of how they come home, right? So she said she usually do her training in the train while she's on her way home, because she have kids. So when she gets home, the kids will be like making noise like normal kids, right? And she now says she do her training. She do her training on the train. I was like, wow, that is very awesome, you know. But let's just say you put even if you are married, you put your kids to sleep or something, you can 12 midnight to 1 o'clock. Look at it as if you are doing vigil. And this is probably for like, just say like 30 days. It's not forever. I'm not asking you to do this forever. I'm asking you to do it for 1 month. Of course, we know as humans, 1 or 2 days you will default, you'll be so tired. You understand? And remember, I did not talk about weekend though, because sometimes you have Sunday and you can use Sunday to catch up. You can devote 4 hours on a Sunday, 3 hours on a Sunday. You can devote 2 hours on Saturday instead of going to that Owambe party. Do you get? Now, having said all these things, 1 hour a day is all you need for, let's say, 30 days. 1 hour a day for 30 days, and you change your life. Some people on top of this are still going to tell me they don't have time. But let me ask you something. The work that you are working, is that what is going to save you from this rat race? Okay, somebody told me, somebody said he or she goes to work and comes back at midnight. And I said, how long have you done this? He said, for like 5 years. I said, okay. 5 years of your life, you spent it coming home every night by 11 o'clock. That one did not say 11. He said comes back 9 or something. And I was like, you spent 5 years of your life. Do you want to continue to spend the next 5 years of your life like this? And he said, no. I said, good. That means you have to do something. If not for any other thing, you have to do something because you don't want to continue this life. So you are in Lagos right now. You come home 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Is that the life you want for yourself? No. So you have to do something. You see the point? Because if you go, I come home TF, you think it's a thing of pride. I come home TF, so I don't have time. It's not a thing of pride. Well, I would rather not even go to work and just work from home. You know what I mean? But work is important, 100%. So I'm not talking about you working or you not working. That's not the point. But do you want, in your heart of heart, you may tell me like, you know how we used to talk. You say, my work is my calling. I love my work. Talk that rubbish, talk and finish. Until somebody tell you, we'll pay you salary, you sit at home, don't come to work. Or you will pay you salary and you come to work. Which one will you choose? You will choose to stay at home. So don't go and tell me you love your work. You love your work, you love your work. I love my work too, but it is work last. You get? I love my work too, but it is work last. Bring out 1 hour a day for 30 days and change your life. And I've said it in many videos that when you are doing this thing, you have to think of the benefits. You are securing your future, the future of your spouse, the future of your children, born and unborn, the future of your grandchildren, mostly unborn, the future of all your in-laws. That is what you are doing. And we're asking you to bring out 1 hour a day for 30 days. Do you think that is too much? It's not too much. Except you don't have your priorities right. Except you don't have your priorities right. Let's see. So let me see if I can take some questions. You can attend our free webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca.